So today I'm going to be doing a sit down chit chat, get ready with. I'm going to be telling you guys about the time I met my husband, how I found out I was pregnant, and how I told my mom I was pregnant. So if you guys want to know, please keep on watching. I did this eye off of camera, and I started doing this eye, and I forgot I was recording. But so how I met my husband. One day, me and my little sister had lunch together, and my sister-in-law was a new girl at school. So my sister was like, hey, can she come sit with us? She was not my sister-in-law at the time. I did not know her at the time. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. So she sat with us, and she sat with us like every time we had, I believe it was like B lunch, C lunch. I don't know what lunch we had, A lunch. I forgot. But it was my sophomore year, and I remember one time I went home, and I was just going through Twitter, and you know, like the people they suggest to follow, or like people you may know, I don't know, something like, I don't know what it's called. She popped up on there, and I was like, OMG, it said her name, right? And I was like, I wonder if this is my sister's friend, because I did not know she knew how to do makeup, because she never wore makeup to school. She would just wear like foundation, and that's all. So I was like, OMG. So then I was like, I clicked on her Twitter, and I went through her pictures, and I stumbled across, stumbled across, I came across this picture, and it was like, happy 20th birthday, brother, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hold up, what? This girl got a whole brother? And she didn't tell me. And like, I remember she would always tell me that she was gonna hook me up with one of her boyfriend's friends. And I was like, well, what the hell? I'm over here struggling to find a whole boyfriend, and you got a whole brother that probably don't even got a girlfriend. So Snapchatted her right away, and I was like, hey girl, put me down with your brother. So then she was like, what brother? And I was like, I don't know, I was going through your Twitter, and you said happy birthday, brother. And she's like, oh, he's 20. And I was like, damn, really? Well, if he's 20, I'm 20. And then she's like, well, y'all are only 4 years apart. It's not bad. And I was 17 at the time. It was bad because I was underage and he was a whole grown man. But it's okay. But yeah, like, I just seen her at school, and I would be like, I'll mess around with her. I'd be like, hey, sister-in-law. And she'd be like, hey, too, you know. And I'll be like, I'm for real, put me down with your brother. And she's like, okay, I will. So then that day I went home, and some random number texted me, and I was like, what the hell? So then I opened it, and it was like, hey, this is Brianna's brother. And I was like, she actually told him. I was like, oh, and he replied right away. I made him wait, you know. You gotta make him wait. I remember I was getting ready for work. At the time, I was working at Toys R Us. I didn't text him right away. I believe I even got to work, and I still hadn't texted him. So then I got to my register, and that's when I was like, damn, let me text this guy back, right? So then I texted him, and we just texted back and forth, and we got to know each other a little bit. And in my head, I was like, I don't think he's gonna want to be with me, because I'm this 17-year-old girl. He's a whole 20-year-old guy. Like, he's gonna be like, no, you're too young. Like, or he's gonna be like them guys that was just trying to, you know, But that's none of my business. I'll be using my BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here. But anyways, as I was saying, he texted me. We texted back and forth for a good while. I guess you could say a girl was catching feelings or whatever. It's like, damn, like, he's actually still texting me. Like, what? Guys, keep in mind, at the time, my mom did not know I was dating a guy that was 4 years older than me. She always thought that he was a year older than me. Yeah, because that's what I told her. But I'm not even going to get into how she found out he was his age. Oh, guys, let me tell y'all. I remember one time I had this class with his cousin. And my phone, in that class, you never got signal. Never. I hated it because I had to always wait till next period to text him back. And I remember one time my dumb self tried texting him back, and it didn't send. So I was like, damn, well, maybe it did send, and I'm gonna look dumb if I double text. So I was like, nah, let me not double text, you know? So then I didn't double text. I was like, damn, he hasn't texted me back. I had gone to my next class already. He hadn't texted me back. And I was like, OMG. My heart had dropped. I was like, this guy cut me off. And I was like, no, like, I'm supposed to cut you off before you cut me off. Not just kidding. But I was like, oh my gosh, like, I lost the love of my life. Keep in mind, I was in love with him, like, way before. It just took for me to see that picture, and I was head over heels for him. I'm going to be taking this shade now and just making it a little lower than this shade. I got sad. I was just sad the whole day. And then once school had ended and I had got home and I had my phone in my pocket. Yeah, he eventually ended up texting me. I think he was like at work or something. I don't know, I forgot. Let me tell y'all, we did not meet each other till a whole month after. Like a whole month after. And I was like, I'm surprised this kid stayed with me. Like, now that I look at it, I'm like, damn, like a whole month after. Like, I really am surprised that he did stay with me. He's a real one. So then we're going to be taking this shade right here and just putting it right here in the corner of your eye. But let me tell y'all, the first day I seen him in person, that was it. I was in love. I was head over heels. That was it for me. Like, I knew this guy was the one. Let me tell y'all, we was just in the texting process, but shoot, I don't give a fuck. He was mine. And I wanted to make that pretty clear, you know? Let me tell you the story when he asked me out. Okay, one day I was on the phone with my friends. And I had received a text from him. And he was like, he asked me if I was his. Like, he was like, are you mine, right? Or something like that. And I was like, oh, hell no. He ain't asking me out through text message. I was like, no. No. I told him, and I was like, I don't recall you asking me. And he's like, you think I should already or something like that? And I was like, I remember I was on FaceTime with my friends. I was yelling. I was like, he's literally about to ask me out. Like, OMG. I'm not mentally prepared for this. He's literally about to ask me out. I remember he was like, you think I should already? And I was like, is this Michael? Like, you're messing with me. This is somebody else. Somebody's messing with me. I thought somebody had took his phone and was texting me, you know. I was like, this is not Michael. Like, let me make sure this is him. So then he FaceTimes me. He's like, I was like, so, like, I had butterflies in my stomach. I did not want to answer. And I was like, OMG. So then I answered, and he's like, you think I'm playing? And all this and that. We were talking, and I was like, I know you're not about to ask me through the phone. And then he's like, all right, well, send me your address, and I'll pull up to ask you. Keep in mind, guys, it was June 19th, 11 something, about to be 12 o'clock, midnight. And I was like, my mom is going to hear me. How in the world am I going to get out without her hearing me? And Mom, if you're watching this story, I'm sorry. But I was like, OMG, like, she's going to hear me. I was like, I need to make up an excuse. I need to make up an excuse to go outside. I grabbed my headphones. I shoved them in my pocket. And I told my mom, let me see your car keys. I'm going to go outside to go get my headphones from your car. And she was like, no, it's late. It's literally about to be 12 o'clock. And I was like, Mom, no, I'm just going to go, right? So then I went. And I pretended. And I remember he parked a little bit. Not that far from my house, but it was kind of a walk. And I was like, ugh, if I get caught up, that's the end of me. Like, so, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, about time. He asked me, you know. So, I was like, yeah, I want to be your girlfriend. He actually came all the way to my house, like almost 12 midnight. No, it was 12 midnight when he came to my house. I was like, who asked somebody out at 12 midnight? Shit, but I don't blame him because he trying to cuff this. Okay, back then I wasn't allowed to date. My mom was like, you guys are not allowed to date till you guys are 18 and blah, blah, blah. So I had to keep my boyfriend on the low, you know. Ooh, because if I got caught, I can't find my brush. I'm whispering because the baby's asleep. I don't know where I left my brush, but I found another one. Anyways, so then, yeah, he asked me out. So our date is June 20th, 2016. We've been together for 2 years and about to be 2 months. It was around Halloween, right? And I was like, ugh, like, I want my mom to know I have a boyfriend, because back then we weren't allowed to date till we were 18, because my mom didn't want us to come out pregnant at a young age. But your girl came out pregnant at 18. I ended up telling my mom I had a boyfriend on Halloween. No, it was 4th of July when I ended up telling my mom I had a boyfriend. And she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to meet him. And she asked me how old he was, and I was like, 18, about to be 19. And then she's like, oh, okay, that's good, that's good. Is it just me or anybody else stays quiet when they're cutting their crease? And then, let me tell y'all, when she met him in person, she did the most embarrassingest thing ever. My boyfriend gonna go to the movies to watch a movie. And my mom was like, okay, like, she finally met him, like, she liked him and everything. But like I said, we weren't allowed to date till we were 18. She let me have a boyfriend, but she didn't let me go on a date with him alone. So then my cousin was there, and she told my cousin, hey, Kayla, go with her. Kayla was like, girl, you better say no, like, you not about to cock block. And then she's like, no, I don't want to go, blah, blah. Then she tells my younger sister, she's like, go with her. And when my younger sister was like, no, I'm not about to third wheel. And then gosh, this brush sucks to cut creases. My little cousin, he was like 5 at the time, I think. And she was like, hey, go with her, they're gonna go to the movies. He was 5 years old, he wants to go watch a movie, so he said yeah. I was pissed. I was like, this guy is going to leave me because my mom wants to send my little cousin with me on every day I go with. She does not let me go alone with him, you know? Like, I was like, what the heck? Like, I am about to lose the love of my life because of my mom. Oh gosh, I keep losing my brushes. While we here, and how I met my husband wasn't that much long of a story. So let me just go ahead and tell you how I found out I was pregnant. One day, I was at work. It was August of 2017. It was the week of like 11 through, it was the week through the 20th. Just keep those dates in mind, 11th through the 20th. And around those times, I always get my period. Like, I'm always done by the 20th. It's already like, I believe the 16th, and I was like, no, like, I haven't got my period. I started like having doubts, and I was like, I haven't got my period. What if I'm pregnant? And then in my head, I was like, nah, girl, you not pregnant. Like, you not. You're just not pregnant. I know this is a little TMI. What the hell? I can't talk. But I know this is a little TMI, but me and my boyfriend had been trying since November of 2016. And like, nothing would happen. Like, eventually we just stopped trying because I was like, either you can have kids or I can have kids. I was like, whatever, let's just stop. But we still never used protection. And I know that's a little TMI, but I was just waiting for my period. I didn't think nothing of. I was just, well, maybe my period's gonna come between one of these days, you know, and I'll still be finished by the 20th. And it was already the 16th, and my period lasted 6 days. So I was like, no, like, I was like my period is late. And I was like, well, maybe I'm tripping it, or maybe like something happened and something messed up my period. Maybe I'm gonna get it like the week of the 20th, you know. So then I started getting a lot of breast pain. Like my boobs were sore, like really, really, really sore. And I was like, OMG, like, why are my boobs sore? So then in my head, I would tell myself, well, maybe they're growing, or maybe, I don't know, like I slept wrong. I don't know, something, you know. So then I started thinking, well, what if I'm pregnant? And I was like, no, there's no way I can be pregnant. Like, it just, like, I've never gotten pregnant before, and we've never used protection. I was like, nah, I'm not pregnant. Me and my sister-in-law, we're gonna go to Walmart to go buy some food to eat. And it was August 19th. Like, it was literally about to be 12 o'clock. OMG, no, it was August. No, it was September. It was September. I think I found out when I was pregnant in September. I don't know. It was one of them two. We were passing by the pregnancy test aisle, and I was like, and I had told her I wasn't feeling good, like my period was late, my boobs are hurting so bad, and I had got Wingstop that day too, and I ate one wing and ran to the restroom to throw up. So I was like, I think I'm pregnant, right? She was like, well, maybe just wait, maybe like your period's just gonna be like a little late. So I was like, okay, maybe she's right. Okay, well, I'm not about to spend no $20 on no pregnancy test and for it to come out negative. I was like, so I'm gonna get the 98-cent one, because if it's negative, that was $1. I don't care, you know. So she was like, yeah, just do that. And then we got it. We came home. Like, okay, I am going to go take the test. And she was like, no, wait for me. So then we went to the restroom together, and I peed in the cup, and my sister-in-law. The 98-cent tests come with these little things where it like sucks up your pee, and you just like the little drops. You can drop it in the test. But yeah, the 90, that's what happened. And then my sister-in-law like dropped my pee in the test, and we just waited, and right away, like, we waited for like about a second, like literally a second, and right away it came out positive, like 2 lines clear purple, like super purple. We were waiting, we were looking at the test, and in my head I was like, if the second line appears, I'm pregnant. Like, that's because if you're not pregnant, what the fuck is going on? I remember seeing that bottom line appear first, and I was like, the box said, if the bottom line, no, if the top line appears only, you're not pregnant. And I remember just seeing the bottom line appear, and I was like, and then I see the top line in my head, I was like, what in the world? I was like, I'm pregnant. It was it felt like a nightmare. I remember it felt like a nightmare. It was 12 in the morning, September 20th, I believe. And it just felt like a nightmare. I was like, I'm not awake, I'm dreaming. I did not think, and I did not expect, well, how you gonna expect not to be pregnant not using protection? I'm stupid. I literally did not think I was pregnant. I was like, OMG, I'm pregnant. If I ever did come out pregnant, I wanted to surprise my baby daddy. Damn, I want to tell him now, like, because I remember I kept telling him, babe, like, my boobs hurt so bad. Like, I remember just getting out of work, right away just taking off my bra because I couldn't stand having a bra on, and I was like, no. I was already asleep because he had to work the next day. I came to the room, and I was like, hey, babe. I woke him up. He was half asleep, and he's like, what happened? And I was like, you know how I've been telling you that I've been feeling sick? He was like, yeah. And then I was like, well, I'm pregnant. And he's like, shut up, you're lying. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, how do you know? And I was like, I just took a test. And he's like, let me see. So I took out the test, I gave it to him, and he was like, I don't believe it. Like, he thought the test was fake. And I was like, really? Like, you think I got time to be telling you I'm pregnant? I'm really not pregnant. Like, I was like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, for you to believe me? I was like, do you want me to go buy another test? And he's like, yeah. So then I went. It was 12 in the morning. I went to Kroger because that was the only store open around me. Clear Blue, and I remember taking them. I got the pack that had the digital one and the line one. The line one came up right away, and I was like, okay, well, the digital one will tell us, like, for sure if we're pregnant. As it loaded, we waited, and it said pregnant, and I was in disbelief. I didn't really think I was pregnant. I was shocked. I was scared. I wasn't prepared, to be honest. No one's actually ever prepared to be a mom, but I was excited. I was happy. My pregnancy was kind of hard because I just had a lot of stuff come. At the beginning of my pregnancy, I had spotting, and like, I just remember just crying a lot because I just wanted my pregnancy to go smooth, to go good. You know, I just wanted my baby to be okay. Just him being inside me and just feeling him kick. I had a lot of sonos done to me because I forgot the name of it, but whenever you're pregnant, the umbilical cord is supposed to be in the center of the placenta, and my umbilical cord was on the side of the placenta. They said it was totally normal, but they were just gonna keep an eye on it. As to birth, whenever birth came, making sure like no complications was gonna happen and all that. And also, I ended up getting the diabetes, the gestational diabetes. So ligament pains, I would get them all the time. It was just bad, but I'm so thankful that my baby came out okay. He's perfect. He's growing. He's just getting bigger by the day. He is going to be 3 months tomorrow. I want to cry because he's growing so much. I feel like I was pregnant for a whole year. For a good part of my pregnancy, I did stay home. I did not work because, like I said, I was spotting. Eventually, I was okay to go back to work. I went back to work in January. I took a 3-month leave to have my baby, and I'll be going back to work on the 20th of this month. Sadly, you're with your baby 24/7, and then I don't know where you just go back to work. It's like, I'm not ready to leave him. Ugh, guys, let me tell you what I did yesterday. I was supposed to post a vlog because I've been vlogging. I don't post a vlog. Like, I just vlog and combine them together. And tell me why I had edited and everything. And then I was like, okay, well, since I have my video edited, I can delete these clips off of my phone, right? So I deleted the clips off of my phone, and I went back to watch my video, the vlog, one more time before I post it. And my dumb self, like I said, deleted the videos off of my phone. And when I played it, it was like something went wrong. Some footage is missing, and I was like, no, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. So I was praying. I still had the footages. You know how when you delete something, it goes to the deleted folder. So I went there. They weren't there. I was like, OMG, I'm so dumb. So I didn't post nothing yesterday. I was so mad. We told my mom I was pregnant. Because telling my mom I was pregnant was one of the most scariest things. Even though I was of age, it's just like, you don't expect. Let me not even talk because I wasn't even using protection. Or what do you expect? To not come out pregnant, not use protection? Damn, Paw Patrol again. I'm trying to watch SpongeBob. When the fuck SpongeBob gonna come on? To be honest, me and my boyfriend stressed about telling my mom so much, but it wasn't even that bad. Like, she didn't take it as bad as I thought she was. So, like, look, one day my boyfriend had got out, my husband, whatever you want to call him, we engaged, my fiance, whatever you want to call him, my mans, got out of work. Like, we're gonna have to tell my mom, like, I cannot keep nothing from her. Like, she will know when something's up. She will know when I'm hiding something. Like, my mom knows. Like she's gonna get it out of me. I'm gonna end up telling her somehow. I was like, I don't want to tell her, but I was like, we have to tell her. She's my mom. Like, eventually I'm gonna grow a belly, you know, like. So then we ended up going to her house. My boyfriend was all scared. He was like seriously scared. What did you have to tell me? So then I looked at Michael and I was like, you gonna tell her because you impregnated me. I ended up telling her, I was like, I'm pregnant. And she was like, you're what? And I was like, I'm pregnant. And so then she was like, what's this plan? We are planning. And I was like, no. And my boyfriend was like, yes. And I was like, what? I'm over here trying to tell her no, like, not to get in that much trouble. And you over here, yes, we planned. Like, I wasn't gonna tell her we were planning to have a kid. She's like, well, she was kind of disappointed, but at the same time, she was okay. I'm not gonna say okay. She was like, it happened. Like, the baby's already in you. The baby is forming. The baby has a heart. It wasn't even all that bad to tell my mom, but she just didn't want me to come out pregnant at a young age. You know, she wanted me to come out in life. I don't regret my baby at all. I love him so much. He's the most perfect baby. So this is the finished look. I know this video was everywhere, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. And yeah, thank you for watching. It's a video. It's a video. Go to